Strong winds burst through Marietta this morning, knocking over trees and even blowing the roof off some of those buildings. Well, there's been a steady line all day today and an even longer line yesterday, which was the first day of early voting. And election officials say they've actually broken a record for the highest voter turnout in one day of early voting. Car burglars are popping up at neighborhoods all over Sherman, often going from car to car and stealing whatever they can inside. But police say they're only looking for one type of car, in specific, the ones that are unlocked. The roads are still wet out here, and it is very, very chilly outside. You just heard it from Steve. It's only going to get worse overnight, so police have offered some advice. The inmate went outside to take out the trash. That's when he saw his chance to escape. Evans made it about a half-mile down the road here at Elm in Washington before he was spotted. Sherman police are showing the city the options for this police department: renovate, relocate, or simply reevaluate. And a jury has still not decided whether or not 26-year-old Jordan Ballard is guilty of murder. 22 boats have caught on fire. The good news is right now you can see some of the smoke has turned more of a grayish white. Now, the previous federal charge he was serving for being a felon in possession of the firearm used in the shooting, along with the aggravated assault charge and murder, will all be served concurrently for the 60 years. Some of these regulations may make it even easier for archers to enjoy the outdoors. Well, yeah, hey, it's so far so good here in Denison as well. Our goal here in North Texas is 17,000 toys. And after the generosity of people that came out today, we're actually well on our way to reaching that goal. A new mobile fire unit is changing the way that firefighters train, making it as realistic as possible. They call it Uber for the water. Lake Texoma's only water taxi service will take you anywhere on the lake. It can hold up to 18 people. Ready to go?
Ready. Hang on to your hat.
More than 15 inches of rain have submerged homes in feet of water. And now residents are looking for any sort of items that they can salvage. Gina Bullock strapped on waterproof clothes and waders Monday, braving waist-deep water to get to her Lake Bonham home.
We kept thinking it would stop, but the rain just kept pouring down.
Bullock is searching for clothing, supplies, medicine, but most of all, she's searching for memories.
Especially when you don't know how long you have with your loved one.
Bullock's husband, Bo, has stage 4 cancer. The two moved to this home on Oak Ridge Road on Lake Bonham in February for peace in his final days.
I thought it was a perfect place to bring my husband to for what time that God has given us.
Bo had been getting chemo for 6 hours Friday. That's when it started to rain, more than 15 inches. Lake Bonham got the worst of it.
We opened up the French doors to it yesterday evening and took a canoe in and 2 paddle boards. I mean, there was that much water in.
About 30 homes on the lake were flooded.
We did not know the extent of the damage until we got out here, which was pretty severe. You know, even though it's a lakefront area, we didn't expect it to be on the roads.
Bullock smiles as she wades back into the murky water, hopeful.
We just keep praising God because we know He's going to have to carry us through this.
The American Red Cross is offering assistance. You can find more information on that on the KXII website and app. Ashley schools just reopened their middle school here on Wednesday. It was the 7th graders' first day of school. That's when these parents started making threats all over social media.
She's been living as female for years, and so she started actually living as Maddie, you know, and we had no problems when we first started.
12-year-old Ashley ISD transgender student Maddie's mother, Brandy Rose, says her family moved to Bryan County from Sherman when Maddie was in 5th grade. Trouble started when Maddie was accused by another student of peeping under a bathroom stall.
My daughter leans very far forward to use the bathroom, and so I can understand why someone might see her leaning forward as, oh my gosh, she's trying to look under the stall.
Maddie didn't get in trouble, but started using the staff bathroom and had been doing that for 2 years. That is, until the first day of school Wednesday in the new building.
Before she was able to be told where the staff bathroom was, she had to pee, and she used the girls' bathroom one single time.
One parent found out and took to a private Ashley Facebook group to complain. That's where the threats started. Adults called Maddie by it and thing. Some said she should be stabbed or beat up. One even suggested it was open hunting season for transgender people.
That's scary, and these are adults making threats to a child. I mean, I don't understand it.
Rose tells us her usually upbeat and positive daughter is afraid for her life.
She's just an awesome kid, and to see any kind of fear in her like that because other people, and especially adults, I can't explain how bad that hurts me.
The sheriff's office says the investigation is still ongoing, but they're taking everything very seriously. Ashley ISD should reopen its doors on Wednesday. Jacob and Hannah Sheriff, who minister at Victory Life Church, both come from large families. Naturally, they wanted one of their own.
We decided once we would start having kids, we weren't going to stop until we were done.
Their fifth and final would be named Urias, meaning light of God.
We knew that in some way his life is going to shine.
Hannah went into labor late August. On her fifth time around, something felt wrong.
I knew nothing was good. This is not the way it's supposed to go.
She was told she would have to get an emergency C-section.
No heartbeat, not breathing, no pulse. I mean, he was dead when he came out.
Urias had a placental abruption in the womb, meaning the placenta separated from the uterus, cutting off his oxygen. Doctors began to try and save him.
Spent the time resuscitating him when they probably should have called it.
The doctors worked on Urias for more than 15 minutes, and he began to breathe again. He was flown to a NICU in Plano as all his organs were shut down, and he began having seizures.
We put to practice all the things we've taught people in how to pray and how to fight fear.
Doctors said Urias may never talk, walk, or be able to feed himself. The sheriffs say they turned to prayer.
My wife and I are people of faith, and I think my son is going to surprise you.
Them, their church, and thousands around the world prayed for Urias nonstop, and it began to work.
Every day something would come back online, his digestive system, he went off the ventilator.
His organs started working again.
By day 13, 14, he started to take a bottle.
The family finally went home. They say they replaced fear with hope and gratitude for what they did have.
This is a season of Thanksgiving. Just so thankful for that presence of peace that was there.
Urias is celebrating his first Thanksgiving this year. Healthy, happy, shining his light.
I'm just so thankful that he chose to live.
In Sherman, Kristen Weaver, News 12.